of economic leaders to ease quarantine rules even more next month. The mayors were split during the voting. Those favoring the modified general community quarantine, or MGCQ, only ahead by one vote. Health experts warn this is premature and may cause a surge of up to 2,400 cases a day. We now go above and beyond the headlines with San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora, who disagreed with easing restrictions. Good evening, Mayor Zamora, and welcome to Newsnight. Well, tell us, why were you against MGCQ?
Yes, good evening, Pia, and thanks for having me on CNN. Well, I've just been very consistent with my position that we should really maintain GCQ first here in Metro Manila. And I believe that we are close to the end of the tunnel. The vaccines are arriving, and I don't think it's time yet to ease this much in terms of opening up the economy. Right now, you can see people going to work and businesses are open. In fact, here in San Juan, we have increased the operational capacity of businesses to 75% as early as late last year. So you can see that the economy is moving here in San Juan. And those that are not open are considered the high-risk activities, which I'm worried that if under MGCQ they open these may pose threats to our current number of active cases, which we have brought down to just 30 here in San Juan.
Well, Mayor, can you tell us in your discussions, kayo mga Metro Manila mayors, ano ba yung understanding nyo, no? How different would MGCQ be from GCQ?
Actually, Pia, konting-konti na lang talaga yung difference, because in reality, what we are experiencing now is sort of hybrid GCQ. Hindi na siya yung talagang black and white GCQ na alam natin. No? A lot of businesses have been allowed to open in terms of what they were allowed to do before. Yung operational capacity, mas mataas na, mas maraming industries pinapayagan. Isa sa mga major factors dito yung age. In fact, here in Metro Manila, 18 to 65 ang pinapayagan natin. The last few days, we had a votation in the Metro Manila Council, and we agreed to lower it to 15. However, last night during the meeting with the IATF Economic Cluster and the Metro Manila Council, which was attended by Secretary Carl Chua of NEDA and Secretary Mon Lopez of DTI and Secretary Vince Dizon, there were proposals to bring down the age to as young as 5 years old. So this is something that alarmed a lot of the Metro Manila mayors, and we feel that the changes should not be this abrupt. Now, if we really cannot prevent MGCQ, what has to happen is they have to really inform us ahead of time what the guidelines will be, because yes, they create the policies, but it is us mayors that implement on the ground. Kami ang nagpapatupad ng mga guidelines, ng batas. Kailangan malaman namin na maaga. We have to be able to prepare for the eventual shift to MGCQ.
Yeah. Pero Mayor Francis, hindi ba whether MGCQ pa yan o GCQ, pareho lang naman ang health standards eh. Wear a mask, wear face shields, physical distancing, you know, all the health protocols na sinabi na dati pa ng DOH and ng WHO.
Yes, that is correct. However, for instance, itong sa age, babalik mo ako sa age kasi ito yung medyo contentious issue. Papayakan ba natin as young as 5 years old lalabas when in fact for a very long time talagang sinasabi naman ng mga medical experts na ang mga kabataan, lalong-lalo na yung talagang very minor of age, sila ay potential super spreaders. This is one issue that has to be resolved because a lot of the mayors are not comfortable lowering the age. Another issue, for instance, are the opening of the cinemas. We were not consulted by the IATF when they announced this. Oftentimes, they consult the Metro Manila Council, but for this specific issue, we were not consulted, and we are thankful that the opening has been moved to March 1, and there's still a possibility that this will be further deferred. So kailangan talaga, kung sakaling magkakaroon man ng shift to MGCQ, kailangan gradual, hindi pwedeng biglaan kasi baka naman ma-shock yung community, ma-shock tayong lahat at masayang naman lahat ng pinaghirapan natin the past 11 months.
Okay. Well, Mayor Francis, can you help us fill in the blanks here, no? Because what we have here is a partial list of how the mayors of Metro Manila voted, no? For example,
Yes,
to retain GCQ, Toby Tiangco Navotas, Marcy Teodoro Marikina, Fresnedi Muntinlupa, hindi ba?
yes.
Zamora, for San Juan City, Gatchalian, Valenzuela. For MGCQ naman, Isko Moreno, Manila, Abby Binay, Makati. And then, maraming butas eh. Meron pa ngang nakalagay dito, refuses daw to disclose, no? Would you know how the vote went for Joy Belmonte of Quezon City, for Iconce of Pateros, Cayetano of Taguig, Olivares of Parañaque, Pasay, Malabon, Caloocan, Pasig?
Oh, Pia, I don't exactly know the votation in terms of the names in the cities. However, what I can tell you is the votation was 9-8, very, very close. In fact, it's the first time we had a votation like this. Oftentimes when we vote on something, it is either unanimous or if there will be an objection, maybe just one or two. So I was very surprised also with what I saw. But I guess a big factor really was the meeting last night when the economic cluster explained our current status. But allow me to say that there is no right or wrong vote here.
Oo.
One is in favor of the economy,
Yes,
one
yes.
is
Oh,
in
well,
favor of
we're just
health.
curious kasi.
Yes,
Oo.
yeah.
Yes, definitely very strong arguments on both sides. But, it's interesting, 9-8, okay. So yung 8, syempre, isa ka na doon na humindi sa MGCQ, di ba? Tapos
Yes, correct.
kasama mo so 8 ha, Zamora, ikaw, Gatchalian, Fresnedi, Teodoro, Tiangco. 5. So sino pa yung tatlo?
I don't have the list with me lang now. No? It was done through our Viber group. Actually, after
Okay.
last night's meeting, we agreed to vote on Viber. So we were actually monitoring the entire morning until eventually all 17 mayors voted already. And nagkaroon na nga ng panalo.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, and of course, it's too early to talk about what's going to happen in April. We need to see what's going to happen this March with the GCQ, right?
Yes, actually, remember, the votation earlier does not mean that we will shift to MGCQ on March. At the end of the day, it's still the IATF and President Duterte that will make the decision. We are just purely recommendatory, and whatever inputs we give are weighed in by the IATF. So I also just hope that they will listen to the sentiments of the mayors because at the end of the day, kami po ang nag-implement on the ground. Sila gumagawa ng policies, pero kami po nag-implement, kami nagpo-police, kami nag-monitor, kami nag-execute. So ang burden po and the responsibility po nasa amin sa local government units.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, talaga namang kayo ang nasa front lines. Mayor Francis Zamora of the City of San Juan in Metro Manila, thank you very much for being with us. Consumer